the trustee, and they could keep us in court for 10 years. But that's the only reason why. We do have
The difficulty for the government, as you say, is that there are loads of private sector defined benefit.
But the government didn't change the rules to facilitate the stealing of their pensions, whereas they did steal ours. And the law was changed to facilitate
You brought the law to steal our money, Richard. You stole my pension.
This government has done that.
You approved the sale of my pension, Richard.
I don't think that is.
No, you stole my pension.
Well, I can't answer.
You did
I
steal
don't
my
think that's an accurate reflection.
It's an absolute accurate. The Department of Trade and Enterprise
I'll give this to Pascal anyhow.
Why you give it to Pascal? Pascal's not going to do well.
I mean,
Or you have
just
no
because
interest
we
either,
have
Richard.
nothing to, we have no power left because we're no longer working. And I didn't leave just to go on and get another job. I spent nearly 37 years working out there. To make this company, we're the generation of people, Minister, who made Aer Lingus what it is.
But we're talking about a lot of defined benefit pensions.
No, but no other one bring in laws to rob the pensioners. The government didn't bring in laws to rob their funds.
And that's
You brought in laws to rob our funds. No, you robbed our funds. You brought in the laws.
Sorry, Minister, could I just ask one question?
The companies are
These
wealthy.
rules now apply to all defined benefit pensions. In other words, are all defined defined benefit pension schemes now going to suffer the same way, or will have the same rules applied?
Same rules.
In other words, no matter what investments the trustee makes, where the trustee sold coin property at the bottom of the market and invested in
the management pension fund is for the trustee. The only thing.
Well, hang on a minute.
The mismanagement is for the government.
My belief is that he cannot be questioned about those decisions.
He's ring-fenced.
And those decisions are what has us in the position we're in now. That's why the other defined pensions who are in the same position after the collapse of the property collapse and the ruin boards and all the rest of it, they've all come back.
Against the trustee, I don't know. I mean, that's not a matter which the government is having.
Of course they have. You have no legislation.
You provide the power to the state airports.
What about? Yeah, but what about?
Hang on a minute, it is a private thing, but you interfered with that private process when you changed the law to allow this man to do what he did.
The law was changed so that any defined benefit.
No, just for Aer Lingus. Just for the IAS. Just for the IAS.
The State Airports Act changed
the Social Welfare
the
Act
situation.
changed
No, the Shannon Bill changed it specifically for the IAS.
The IAS, just for the Irish Airline pensions.
No others.
And you approved it.
And that was just to make this
And you robbed
company a viable
60% of my pension.
for sale.
All I can do is bring the
pensions were built up.
Yeah.
Was the state owned it 100%.
Yeah.
So there has to be some trade back to that. Now we're saying it's a private company now.
I don't think that works
Do you not
out.
feel any responsibility? Government not feel any responsibility towards your pension?
You have the same problem with any private,
No.
a pension fund that's in
Some of us will end up in little
Well,
more
that's
than
what
change.
How can
You're a wholly,
how can the state
a
make
wholly
it?
owned subsidiary.
Like half people have no pension fund at all. And
They didn't pay into them.
They didn't pay
They didn't
anything.
pay
Well, a lot of them have
Because we
pension
know
funds
we're
that are
going to
in
have
serious
something
deficit.
in
There are a lot of
10
pension funds in serious
You're not
deficit.
paying into your pension. You
There
get
are a
one
lot of,
pension.
but there are a lot of pension funds that are in serious deficits, not just the Aer Lingus one.
That's not how we're only talking about Airline. There's no use in talking about it. I know what you did. You didn't rob it.
And they're not being funded.
No, the change in the legislation, as I understood it, allowed to deal with the situation in the existing options available to the trustees were very limited, and it was to allow a fairer allocation of resources.
So a fair allocation of resources, you say. How is that a fair allocation of resources? When one-third of the group of pensioners are going to lose 2/3 of their pension, when others are not going to hit.
And the so-called expert panel didn't even listen to people like us, the Deferred. We barely got a lot of
Last understanding is that they did, and part of the
That's why we're here, man.
All the decision making this group has been excluded from. Now, that's unfair. No, but that's unfair. You have to address that issue.
Whatever money was available was geared towards people who had lesser service, not who had long service.
that group sought to get a better deal for.
Not for long service. No, not for long service. No,
not extra money into the.
And it was channeled toward the least people with least service.
Supposed to go to the longer service.
And it didn't.
It went to the shorter.
It went to the shorter.
And then those extra, they were brought back again, and made a proposal for active, for employees, but they excluded us as well. In the more recent expert panel.
Yeah. All I can do is talk, I don't know that there is I don't have a ready-made solution that I can suggest to you.
There's a lot of money coming the way of the government, and I think some of it should be channeled towards us.
As I understand it, under European rules, state aid rules, that if you sell, a state sells an asset, there's only certain things that can be done with the process.
We are an asset. We were an asset.
No, if the
government can allow the likes of Dennis O'Brien offered 100 million of not paying proper interest to IBRC.
But that's being investigated.
Now it's been investigated after being dragged through the door.
Yeah.
You wouldn't do it until you had to.
We don't. I mean,
that would have covered our pension.
But we don't know until.
Oh, you do know. You do know.
It won't just minister.
That was the whole debate was about. Was that
government is telling people they should have private pensions, and we had a private pension, and it's just been taken away from us. Some of us will end up with little more than
under the guise of illegal robbery.
This is essentially about a fairness issue.
Yeah.
What is fair and what is unjust?
I know.
Now,
but
there was loads of yes poses for equality and all the rest of it. We're all supposed to be treated as equal.
Who is going to treat us equal? There's nobody treating us equal.
To anyone who has a private pension in the same relation, so that's why.
How is that fair?
We weren't being treated fairly under the rules.
If I'm to lose 60%, right? If my pension was only €14,000, it's now down to 6,000.
Yeah.
Now you wouldn't live on 6,000. Your pension is going to be, I don't know how many pensions you have. You didn't contribute to them. You don't pay anything. You get it free.
Taxpayer.
But this now is down to 6,000 a year.
We struggle
Now,
to pay that
tell me
pension
this.
for
I was in
Yes.
for 22 years. I paid something like, I think it was 11 or 13% of my gross salary every week into that fund.
We had no choice.
But
I had no choice.
Yeah, we
I'm
had
not trying
no
to say
choice.
that
No,
this is well managed.
okay,
I'm
right.
saying with the water.
And I just want to bring it back down to the fairness issue. Do you think it's fair?
You
that
brought
way
in the
we're
law.
being
You
treated?
give this
Do you
trustee.
think
You give
it's fair?
them more power. You give the trustee more power.
Hang on. Do you think it's fair the way we are being treated? When this is all sorted out, there's a sorting out to be done, and we don't agree with that.
Run properly, but all I'm saying is that government
Is it
can,
unfair? Is it
government
fair?
can only provide rules that
Is it
affect
fair
everything.
that one third of the people have to support everybody else?
It's fair. I mean, of course, people have been very impacted. All I'm saying is that government can only provide rules that apply to every pension fund. They can't single out some pension funds.
The State Airports Act took away evaluation, they took away uncoordination. They made the rules just in the State Airports Act.
They changed the rules to facilitate
don't deal
what was
with
done
it the
to
same
us.
level of expertise that you have. But I'll bring this back to Pascal and talk to him. And see if there anything.
Taoiseach said this is a great little country to grow old in.
Yeah.
Now look at us. How do you expect us to?
Well, all I can do is I'll talk to Pascal and see is there anything that can be done.
We're all the brains
Pascal
available.
does have an interest. He's very.
Fine Gael generally don't have an interest.
I
We
don't
get a
agree with that
template
at
letter
all. I
all
think
the time.
Pascal is a very, he's a very committed
great
guy.
with copy and
He's doing his
He was
best.
very sympathetic before he became
That's
minister.
what you did.
After he became minister,
It changed.
Yeah, but he has to live within what's possible in government, and that's what he's trying to manage.
We're all the brains
Act.
into the
Deferred Act to cut my
Department of
pension
Finance,
by
and the Department
60%.
of Transport. There has to be a better way than this.
It was agreed with Joe Burton.
There has to be a better way than
I'll
this.
ask. My understanding is that they have to treat all pension funds the same. So even
No, they don't.
No. Sorry.
He's not too solid. 20% or something like that.
I mean, it's just not
Where's equality?
we weren't treated equally. All the different parties were not treated
that seems to be the way the fund was managed.
Yeah, but we're the ones that have representation. We're not unions anymore because we're not there.
You should stand over equality. You had yes banners and yes voters. Let's have equality in our society.
Can you get back to us? Pension is safe and secure and nobody can touch that. And we thought the same thing with us. We signed up
Oh no, you're the minister of the government. Cut my pension.
You don't seem to have all the information either, which is surprising me. Or you're letting on you
Of
have
course he has all the information.
But
He's
I mean,
just
the information.
Council is well
Yeah, but
aware
the
of what
information
we're
is very simple. And you're not equipped with all the information. You're relying on
half the man as well was the state of Ireland. And that was all he was interested in. He did not care. He gave us no consideration.
But to wash their
He
hands
knew the
of
unions wouldn't represent us. He knew the LRC wouldn't contribute. The expert panel, we were outside the Thames of reference of the
All I can
expert
do is
panel.
I'll talk to Pascal and
It's
see is there
completely
anything
wrong,
that I
unjust and
don't.
unfair.
What has the Taoiseach got to say about this?
You never asked.
If the government are for fairness and equality, we're not being treated fairly and equal.
Okay, Johnny. And if you do, Guy, there's going to be 1,000 voters in this constituency who are families of the Aer Lingus, and 1,000 voters, so they will be. You'll have to face them in the election.
Minister, thank you for
listening. Thank you.
Don't hit him, George.
Oh, lads. He's